Got it. Welcome everyone to another Live with Badger Exploration. Now, this isn't our normal time. This is not in lieu. We're still having our St. Patrick's Day kickoff on Monday at 7:30. But tonight, I am joined with Charlie from Ayou Guys Prospecting. Say hello, Ayou Guys.
Ayou guys, it's Charlie here. Hello, everybody.
How's everyone doing in the chat? We got Joker's Magnet.
You guys,
Cynthia, hello.
You got to mute your YouTube there, bud.
We got Joker's Magnet. Tonight we're going live specifically because on my channel because of magnet fishing, and kind of one of the first times me and Charlie spent some time treasure hunting, and that will be about what I guess if you guys saw our videos today. My video went live at the time I did not schedule it for at 10 o'clock, and Charlie, yours went live at noon. Is that correct?
Yeah, mine went up at noon. I had overslept and trying to get things ready and get it all set up, but I still got it out on time. Sorry about the kids in the background.
And it was brilliant, if I'd say so myself, my friend. It was a pleasure to watch, and it was such a fun time from exploring the abandoned factories and the factory that is so close to the heritage in my family as far as, working there for generations. And then getting to magnet fish those waters around there and specifically scout that spot out for what I'm excited to is you and me to head back there with the Badger canoe there, the little adventure canoe.
Right, and get back up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. With that canoe, we basically go really underneath parts of that, like underneath it.
Yeah.
But no, if raise a hands or likes or whatever, if 8 people in chat, hello. If you guys did see the video today, you'll kind of know what we're talking about. But we found a lot of really interesting things there from the door, which is just absolutely incredible. Which me and Charlie, due to the storage capacity that day, we found a safe place for it. And I was going to say, Charlie, we need to once this
go out and get that so we can get to those comments from the videos and see what people suggest that we do with it.
Yeah, I was actually commenting back, and I wrote down a few comments for everyone. Hello, Scuba Steve. What's up, my guy? Bold Lion, Danny Barnes. Hello. There is another gentleman that is supposed to be joining us. Hopefully we can get that link. We're actually going to post that link in chat here. This is for you. Bold Lion, I'm going to get the link here. 1 second. I was sending it the other way, but actually, should I email it to him? Would that be the best?
That would probably be the best bet.
Okay. Do you want to do me a favor, please, sir, and either Instagram message me or email? But, Charlie, why don't you talk about a little bit while I get this figured out, chat with everyone, and tell me a little bit about kind of your favorite finds from the day, what your first impressions were regarding magnet fishing, and just kind of how it felt to throw a magnet the amount of time we did compared to your other treasure hunting.
I'll say the difference for me was throwing the magnet. My first thought was it's going to be really easy, just toss it out there. The camera makes it look like you throw it way further out there than you actually did. But when I like the difference between the 2400 that I was throwing on my video that Elijah let me use versus the 1100 that I had.
Shout out to Kratos, by the way. Use Badger 12 for get yourself a discount code, 12% off.
And when I tossed out the 1100, when I threw it, I literally threw it right to the end of the rope and went tight and then dropped into the water versus the 2400, which has a little bit more weight to it. But I was still able to lob it out there. And I was pulling in some really cool stuff. My favorite find of the day was that valve.
Yeah, dude. The one that still operates, which we have.
Yeah.
We got that. I know we got to clean that up
we still have to clean that up. And then the other thing was that bucket.
Yes, dude. That little bucket. Did you see that part of my video where I'm stuck and you came over to help? And then I turned like, oh, wow, dude. Nice bucket. That was an interesting little pail, wasn't it? It's interesting to see how much stuff was there because there's so much of the area. I touched a little bit on it in my video, but the way the ice kind of just barely froze out, less than 6'8" inches to a foot. And that's kind of something that you learn when you're magnet fishing in the winter and you're going try hard. When you get even just like 4 or 5 inches, to be honest, anything that's over the width of the magnet, kind of when you bring the magnet around, it always gets it kind of stuck, or it knocks your fines off, or it gets your fines stuck underneath that ice shelf. So it's one of the main reasons why a lot of people, get stuck on really areas you think you wouldn't normally get stuck. But yeah, I don't know. It was a really cool day, Dan. You found some awesome stuff. You got, what else? That giant frame that we pulled out.
Yeah, it took both of us to get that thing out of the water, but once we got it out, that thing weighed like a good 20 pounds. That frame easily.
At least. Oh. Plus, we had, what?
A bunch of pipe and wire that we pulled out of there too.
Tons of electrical conduit.
Oh, yeah.
So here, elaborate on me a little bit, kind of your thoughts on magnet fishing. I know you've only really had one hardcore trip. I mean, I guess I've also taken you out, to the spot, and I've taken you other spots. So I guess, how do you feel about magnet fishing? Tell me your thoughts on it.
It's a fun adventure. I mean, you get to go see some awesome locations and maybe find some things that you would have never looked to see or find before. And you can make some really cool stuff with it that we're working on. And I think it's fun. I would recommend anybody to give it a try at least. You never know if you're going to like something unless you try it. And I've tried magnet fishing, and I find it to be a pretty fun adventure. You get to clean up the waterways. You get to pull stuff out that most people would just discard and leave there.
And that is one thing I'll say, like, to touch base on that. It is that's one of the things I love so much about it. Because for me, it's about 3 things. It's the community is amazing and incredible byproduct that I've come to love and has become the 3rd pillar of the essential 3 things that are the reason I get up and do this every day. But it really started, and it comes from, my grounding is that I love cleaning up the water and being net positive to the environment that I go in and enjoy each day. Because I grew up in these waterways all around the Wisconsin, and I fish it, I swim, conservation's in my blood. It's what my parents taught me, and my father and my mom. It's just like my whole life has been around that. And so to have something like that mixed with also since a little kid, I would dress up as Indiana Jones every day when I go to school, or I was always into treasure hunting or finding rocks. And apparently I was doing rock hunting before I didn't know it at all. It was a thing. Or I've been doing bottle digging and dump site digging my whole childhood, from my parents and my dad showing me spots. And I didn't even know that was a thing you could film. And I've been doing YouTube and filming all these years. And so to kind of combine those 2 together, it's just such an incredibly net positive thing. I mean, the community is all about promoting each other and helping each other out. Just like we're trying to get, Caleb here, or Caleb from Bold Lion. It's just incredible, to be honest, that things like these exist, these communities exist, these hobbies, these adventures, and they can turn into passions and lifetime, a lifetime worth of memories and, net positive to the environment. It's interesting.
The other upside to recording all these adventures and stuff that we do is one day when you got your grandkids sitting around, you can pull it up on the computer and say, hey, check out what I used to do.
Right? Think about that. Like, I would pay anything to see just my dad in action at my age on one of his adventures, or doing something he loved to do, like one of his stories. Can you imagine if I'm going to actually be able to show my kids that?
Right.
Like, that's insane. Like, we're getting to be the first generations that actually has full footage of our lives. And now a lot of us have custom stories edited and curated and built for entertainment.
Right.
All right. I'm going to send this. I have to send
this. Just said there in the message, magnet fishing is on my bucket list. Well, speaking of like bucket list items, where did that go now? There it is. I did something over at Elijah's place the other day, and I got that marked off my bucket list. I forged a knife.
Yeah, dude.
Out of a railroad spike. He had started working on it, but I helped him finish it.
It's like our love child. I started that when I was like 15, and now you finished it when I was 24. That's awesome, dude.
But that was a fun day. If you guys hadn't seen that, I posted a short just recently too.
Yep.
That'll show some footage from that day.
I mean, one of the things too that we got out of it is a Bob Ross classic, man, a happy accident.
Right?
So that is pretty.
Like this one right here. Kind of looks like the United States. Copper pour.
All right. Bold Lion, you should receive that email. Otherwise, I'm just going to put it in chat here. So, everyone, what have you all been up to? Any big adventures, big plans going on? I know we have been busy, at least I have been, and me and Charlie have been super busy getting all of our gear and our different tools. I've been working on my pickaxe, my Pulaski axe, all sorts of different things, getting all ready for the spring dirt fling, which is coming up a lot quicker than we think. I was doing the countdown. I was like, we're just to 4 weeks now, man. We're 1 month away, exact. Like,
right.
It's exciting. A month. Well, about 27 days from now, we'll be all linking up on the 13th.
I'll still be here. It's just I have a plate of food on my lap, so I'm gonna.
Oh, you're good. No worries. No worries. I was throwing down some delicious fresh caught, fresh deep fried fish, courtesy of my father. It was pretty great. Hello, Vern LaPointe. Shannon, how's it? Hello. Building a patio with a fire pit. Ooh, wow, that's super cool.
See, I'm thinking about doing that in the backyard here too, where the swimming
pool.
I
mean, shoot, you're basically setting it up like the way his backyard is set up. He's got where it used to be a pool, but he has all the things cut out and ready to go for putting stairs in. I don't know why I can't think of the name, but essentially, it'll be. You've already got the bowl like circle shape, dude. You might as well just put it like paver, or you could just do gravel or like shea rock or that's what we could do. We'll take we could take old barn beams or some old actually railroad ties would be better because those won't rot as quick. And then we
could you imagine a Uperlite bed?
Dude, right? So one of my things is I've got like 4 large rocks and then a little jar filled with like fist or smaller rocks. Not a jar, a coffee pot of Uperlite rocks. But I heard of this super, super wealthy he's one of the CEOs of the mines up in Marquette, Michigan. And his mansion up in Marquette has a massive grand fireplace, and in the fireplace, it's all the stones are locally found that he's bought and got or paid to get Uperlites. So his whole fireplace is Uperlite stone, and he's got UV lights, these little jet outs of old beams that come out of it, and underneath them are inlaid UV lights to shine down on it at different areas, so it all glows, and it's just like. So when I buy my house here soon and get the fantastic Badger, the official Badger compound, I'm gonna build me a Uperlite fireplace too. Everyone, we have officially just got our special guest. We were able to get it to work after all. Thank you so much for bearing with us, everyone, and specifically Bold Lion. And with further ado, everyone, Bold Lion, welcome to Badger Den. Oh, there.
You might have froze.
It froze. Shoot. Joker's Magnet, hello. Salty Magnet Fisher, hello. Welcome. While we wait for Bold Lion, hopefully to. Oof. Hello, Danielle Barnes. Hello. How's everyone doing tonight? Jericho. Oh man. Oh, Jericho, guess what? I finished your special arrowhead and rock poker stick with the metal casting I made. It's pretty, I'd say so for my first attempt. It's not too bad. Uh-oh, he just had to leave. Hopefully he can get back in. I will stay in touch with him. But in regards to a new video I've been filming yesterday and today, I've been working on it. I have a few finishing touches, and I'd like to get all your guys' opinion, especially since we got 10 people here. I'd like to see what y'all think regarding magnet fishing gear and essentials. I've been watching the current videos that are out and available, and they're super helpful and very interesting. And so I've been kind of building off that and the things I have, along with like my vest and some of the specialty items I've actually made in my blacksmith or put together in DIY ways. And I was curious in your guys' opinion, if yay or nay, on if I should do actually like a whole masterclass series on breakdowns of what I like to use when I go bottle dive digging, or diving gear, magnet fishing gear, rock hounding gear, metal detecting gear. You know what I mean? Kind of those genres, break that down, and then kind of see how that builds off that. I don't know.
See, I think that's a really good idea, even for like the prospecting channels and stuff, to like display out the gear, show how we pack it all up and have it ready to go for going out in the field. And
what I kind of want to do is make it a yearly thing, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be like a yearly update video,
Yeah.
So like every year I'll make a gear video of like what's updated to it, Because every year you get new stuff, or you work with an incredible company, or he backed out, he got frozen. But yeah, hello everyone. I don't sell the vests that I wear. I mean, I have the links for them, but I actually was going to be putting them together on the links. But 1 second, I just got a knock on. If you're interested in the vest, though, please reach out to me. And if you're planning on being at the May event, I was actually going to be putting together a few vests as a special prize. And 1 second, I will be right back, everyone. Sorry, I'm just going to chat here with my dad.
I'm still here. Yeah, I know those vests are pretty cool, because even I would like to get some of those, but the reason why is because it'll be easier to mount the camera and allow me to do more panning without holding the camera, which will be a lot easier for the prospecting side of things. Magnet fishing as well, because it frees up your hands to be able to pull the rope in.
Yeah, no, actually, you know what? Let me grab the vest, because I was actually about to put it on and possibly go film after this. But here's the real beauty of the vest and why I went with this. So I got familiar with vests like this in regards to the different guide work and different outdoor, just the different outdoor work that I found myself engaging in up in Marquette, Michigan. And this is just a common, basic, run-of-the-mill radio vest, actually, for like a ski patrol radio vest, or basically just to have a ham sat radio. But one thing I liked about it for magnet fishing specifically is it has the little plastic, almost like a D-ring on the left side here. And this isn't ideal. I don't do this. If there's an option that's easily able for me to take my carabiner and rope and clip it on, I'm good to go. But a lot of times I don't have that option because I'm back in a really old location, or there isn't a railing, or this or that or the next thing. So what I end up doing is I ended up like clipping it to my, around my wrist or something. It just was always so annoying. So my solution was, okay, I'm going to tie I wore my, like an actual vest, and I was like, I'm going to tie a little loop around, and that sucked because it tore it. So then I ended up looking back onto this, and I thought, oh, this is perfect. Because right here, I've got my little thing. I can clip it on there. Boom, good to go. What else is nice is when I go metal detecting, it's perfect for me to actually run the cord for my headset when I'm running that. I can put my pinpointer in here as well when I'm doing, I have a neoprene version of this as well for diving. I've got my little attached knife here, so I've got a tiny little, nice durable sharp knife. I've got a tactical Little tactical pen here. What's nice about this is this writes underwater. It has replaceable ink, which I like. It's also made in America, which is something I really value. Really high quality. I've had this for like 3 years now. And on the tip here is a glass breaking bit, which, believe it or not, comes in super handy, especially when I do my junkyard raid videos where we have to break through like a car the window to get through, get out a car part or something. If I wore a vest like that. Oh boy. Oh, I got you, Scuba Steve. I got you with a vest, buddy. So that's the other thing is I came in and put on a Wisconsin. I had my amazing honey badger did me a solid soda on Wisconsin there. What I really like about it that I'm actually going to be doing something a little bit more modification for this one is I'm going to be there's a little zipper private sea pocket back here, but it's not waterproof. It's water like resistant, but when you're out magnet fishing all day long, it's hot and you get sweaty, this and that next thing, it gets wet in there. And it's kind of where I like to put business cards. And I have a few things I like to clip on here too. On a little tiny stainless steel D-ring are my stainless steel dog tags that have QR codes on them. And those are the Badger Exploration QR codes. So if you see me out in the wild this coming season, magnet fishing or any type of adventure at all, and you approach me, I will be having those. And as a, coming over to say hi, I'll be giving those out on certain times you see me. So with no further ado, it looks like it's loaded and he's here. Welcome, everyone. Bold Lion.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome. Hello.
It feels so weird being a freestyle singer amongst treasure hunters. It feels so weird.
It's perfect. What do you mean? It's like every treasure hunting movie and story ever told, man. You got to have someone there just providing the jam, keeping the mood up, keeping the vibe alive.
Yeah, okay, definitely.
It's an honor and a pleasure to have you aboard today on the Badger Banter, man. It truly is. I've been, so grateful for your support, your patronage of the channel. I mean, it's your support's been incredible, man. And always being there and supporting with texts and stuff. It's incredible how reaching out to those content creators, those people creating content like you've been doing. How every now and then you see that message or something support. Just knowing that people are liking what you're doing, that your actual efforts are going somewhere is just it's such an incredible to know that you find some enjoyment out of this. So
what's so precious is the fact that it's people. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, as I put content out, but if it wasn't for friends who actually love me as a person and joy, I know I wouldn't be here because it's people who got me over that. So it's really people like you, really, you and your community, the treasure hunting community, Rusty Maddox, Danny Dip, and many people like you. So.
No, I appreciate it. But yeah, you're right. It is about community. I mean, that's what this is about. There's one thing I've done, like bottle hunt digging, for example. Done that my whole life, my whole childhood. But I've always been alone doing it. Or, I was in the beginning when my dad showed me the spots that he's seen while hunting or walking,
Thanks, Joker. Hey, Tin Man.
Hey, Tin Man, welcome. But yeah, just like it was always alone. It was still really cool and a thrill and exciting, but it wasn't something that I thought was whatever. And then I remember the first time
his device disconnected. He'll be back.
Okay, cool. But I just know it was like the first time I went to the meetup is pretty much it's incredible when you hear those stories of people where they really found that one thing in their life. And I never believed it was true that how could there ever be an event or some occurrence where like this day, this year, you'll remember it forever, this exact date as the date that changed your life. And that is the May magnet fishing meetup hosted by the Rusty Magnets and all the incredible people that helped support it were there and have supported me since and built it. I mean, my God, where I was, the dark place I was the day I showed up versus the night I drove back after being invited to dinner and then magnet fishing well into the evening with all of them. I mean, my God, it was like I went from, the isolation and the depression and the self-pitying cycle of misery that COVID and lockdown had put a lot of me and people I knew in into. It was just like that one day is the day it started to like, oh, okay. There's still a light in humanity. There's passion. I still have it. Like and it all stemmed from the community. It's like when I'm alone, I still go mag fishing, melting. I do think I spend countless hours in my workshop alone. So many hours alone. But moments like these, getting to hang out with just all of you here in chat and talk and get to have, special guests like yourself on Bold Line is such a thrill. It's something to look forward to. It's an incredible time. And it makes all of our stuff that we do real, doesn't it? Like, I don't know. We definitely have a lot more. I feel like when I share it with other people and they can get inspired to want to create this or do that or be a part of a community in any way or shape or form, like, wow.
What's up, Rusty?
Incredible. Hey, Rusty Magnet, what's up, man? How's it going, dude? Oh,
Charlie, it's nice to meet you, man. Congratulations to your finds, man. You are an awesome dude, by the way. So,
thank you, Bold Line.
Boss, man. Would you watch? Have you watched any of the lives in our circulation group that we've been doing our giveaway with the Prospector and Metal Detector group I've been doing? It's only a weekend so far.
Oh, no.
And then the first time I did last Monday, my Wi-Fi cut out the house.
Oh,
that's where we took over and finished the live.
So my first live of the series of me doing this with everyone and like on certain dates, having a consistent date. Of course, I'm all set up. Everything's ready to go. I'm dressed. I've got my coffee. I'm all mentally. I got my notes. I'm ready. Doesn't my Wi-Fi cut out like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes prior? Doesn't turn back on. Cell service is gone. I'm like, leave it up to Wisconsin.
Yep, you can already see my phone is just been acting up. It does that. It'll just turn itself off and then restart it, and it's just really bad. Especially right now, I think there's probably the clouds, and then like I told you, there's 4 cracks going like this across my phone. Yeah. So that doesn't. So.
Dude, right? It's like I buy these UAG cases, and I'm not like I used to buy UAG, and I'm not like sponsored by them or anything. So just I'm not sponsored by any of these products I'm gonna say, but I found this one OtterBox for my iPhone. This is like the first ever phone for the new style of iPhones that has survived over a year now. And it survived the year that I decided to pick back up full-time treasure hunting. So
I picked up one of those heavy-duty iPhone cases.
Yeah, dude, I saw that, and I actually want you to send me the link for that because I've never seen one that closes over the cameras, which that's my biggest issue is when I slide it into my case, my phone pocket here.
It rubs against those lenses.
Yeah, I just don't want to scratch the lens. Like I have a lens case, so I've got like a lens cap protector thing, but like they're expensive, and I've gone through like 6 this year because I scratch them so much.
No, I know. There's actually a tool that my buddy Corey showed me. It has like a polishing head and buffer and brushes and all that stuff that comes in like a pen style case. And you can use it for cleaning and polishing your camera lenses on your phone.
Hey, oh, that's cool. Hey, Summer. Hey, hello, 406 Miner. What's up, Cynthia? Burkle Cerakote in the house.
Yellow.
Got my Burkle Cerakote Treasure Hunter Badger exclusive, everyone.
Yeah, there
Link
you go.
In the description. You guys pick yourself up a classic edition knife. And for everyone that does pick one of these up, if you send me a picture of you with your special Badger Exploration Treasure Hunters Burkle Cerakote beautiful Gerber knife. I mean, they're incredible because I've been putting this fucker. Sorry. Excuse my language. We don't swear here. I have been putting impressive knives through brutal abuse. Like you can even see how the handle is the only thing. The rubber, because I'm gripping it and working it so hard, is the only thing showing wear and tear. Not the incredible work done by Burkle Cerakote.
Awesome.
Now you can see this on the several shorts that have gone up, and there's going to be another one going up, guys, Wednesday, along with the full video and another breakdown video. And then we're going to have a bunch of features of this being put to work in the field officially while treasure hunting. Because unfortunately, the weather just hasn't permitted me to be out doing the kind of treasure hunting I can actually incorporate or use this with. So come the spring dirt flying, only 4 weeks away. But yeah,
4 weeks away.
So, Bold Lion, tell us a bit about what led you to my stream initially and kind of the community in general.
Basically, I mean, you're stuck in an apartment, a small apartment, and you don't really have a social life. And I hate to say, I'm just being honest. And I happen to be on Iron Antlers Live. I sang one time, and Brockton and them just went crazy. They're like, dude, you need to put videos out, man. You got to. There's no way you can not. You nah. So ever since then, look, I mean,
you're amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's storage. I'm part of the storage community, magnet fishing, metal detecting, dumpster diving, Filipino, UK. I mean, I'm like, what is going on with this? And I'm not trying to be weird, but I've never had so many, per se, female friends. And my numbers of people go to my lives are ladies. I'm like, no, this is cool. Sorry.
Yeah, man. Cash in on them vocals, brother. That's the only reason I got these long locks. It's to keep the honey badger around.
There you go, brother. There you go, my man. Yeah, sweet that lip the honey. There you go.
I know. I don't know if she's a fan, or I don't know if she's just too sweet and too nice to me to tell me she doesn't like the mustache, or if she just is absentmindedly not saying outright she likes the mustache. Because I'll ask her, I'm like, oh, do you like the mustache? What do you think of the mustache? She's like, oh yeah, it's all nice. It's nice. Whatever. But I've never had like a conversation like, yeah, I don't know. I know. There's
I heard the pause like that. Yeah, I heard the pause like that. It's kind of like, you're getting in the middle, so honey. I need a yes or no.
I know. I mean, I gotta catch up with all these incredible prospectors, all these treasure hunters, and their luscious grade A beef, freaking thick. That looks like I could punch your beard and it would hurt my hand.
They're so romantic together when they're out doing lives. I'm like, what? You're scaring me, dude. I have a.
I know. It's like I've always had like a lot of hair as far as like my, I've always had longer hair, but I've never had any intent on trying to grow. I always wanted to have a handlebar mustache, but I've never actually gone for it. But since meeting up with all these guys, you hang out with everyone, and they're all so knowledgeable and impressive, and I'm like, shit, where is it coming from? And I'm like, what don't I have that they all have? I'm like, I've got endless amounts of dirt under my fingernails. I move around like I'm 80 years old most end of days. My car is just loaded with dirt, crap, and metal. I mean, what am I missing? I'm like, oh yeah, it's the massive Merlin beard that when I move around, it moves around like it's a podium stick. Like, look at that. Look at the furnace there. Like my hair has a wave. My hair is like there's some type of treasure hunter brain lodged in between the chin and the tip of that beard there.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah, it's like it's where I keep the gold.
Calm down. You got me going, brother. I got cold, so I'm like, no. Oh man. Oh, Tom at man. Where's the stick, brother?
Oh man. See, it's times like these that are just fun. I love that.
I'm a leprechaun of gigantism.
I'm throwing the back of the head. Now do the
Wallet. I got your stickers finally, bud. Sorry. Got your sticker, buddy. Yay.
Yeah. Oh man. So are you going to be attempting any treasure hunting yourself this season?
No, man, I got things I gotta take care. I got really basically I got a future to think of. I want to buy a house. And so I gotta work. Especially right now, we're very short-handed. I work at a Republic cabinet factory now. I'm not the muscle man with the cabinets. I'm not. Sorry, ladies. But I use the duster machine to dust the pieces, and I do what I can. So
nice. That's really cool, though. That's awesome. And how long you been there?
Almost 8 months now. So
wow.
I've done actually pretty well. I mean, their benefits. Of course, it's that first year you have to stay and you make bonuses. That first year.
The longer you're there, the more you get.
first year, like after the first year, I thought we got every 3 months a evaluation, a 25% raise, but I found out after the first year they stopped that. It's your first year, you make $1,000 bonus, you make quarterly bonus, you make you get your 25 cents every 3 months that first year, and then if you're there more than 5 months, your benefits are amazing. $40 every paycheck, and that's including eye and dental in my insurance. So, and then 401k they match up to 12%. The company will match. So it's
and this wow, that's quite the deal.
Right.
What's the discounts on the cabinets though? Like, what's your employee discount on cabinetry?
No, I think they only got 10%. I'm serious.
Wow. Alrighty. And you get to make it too.
You can get a bigger discount on Kratos Magnetics through Elijah's.
Yeah, literally, you do. You get 12%, guys. Badge of 12. Just as a FYI. Good job, Charlie. My new manager.
They pay for all your breaks. Like you have 2, 3 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch, and they pay you for the whole shift. So you get paid every minute.
That's nice.
Yeah. Anyway. Sorry.
Back on Roku. Bidding with Ed. All right, T-Rap. Nice. Hello. So we have the first ever, one of my first ever fans, Bull Line, here with me. It's a pleasure. And one of the first ever people outside of Jericho, because I kind of consider Jericho a magnet fisher to me, but more like a great summoner of all the treasure fam, like just a great wizard, one might say. Merlin even. He sources, he collects, and then he puts you in a week schedule for endless amounts of years, apparently, doing lives and hashtags and giveaways. And you love it because it's Merlin. You don't say no to Merlin. You drink another cup of coffee and you do a live.
It's all fun though. Everybody has a blast over there.
Oh, we have a great time. The conversations are so much more alive with all the group because now we're starting to find a rhythm.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing I think that held me back from doing my lives a lot is I had the frustration of constantly trying to, I have notes and like working points on what I want to talk to because I do have I'm going to be doing a mail call here. Shout out to Joe O'Rear giving me this amazing package here. This just came in the mail about a week and a half ago, and I've been waiting for this live to open it up on. I was going to open it up on last Monday, but internet and everyone else. But thank God they were able to run that. But I guess what is anything exciting you're looking forward to this summer or this spring?
Like I said, buddy, I don't. Sadly, my best friend went to Arizona for 6 months, so the only person I really have social life with is gone. So I'm kind of only get Sundays off. I work Monday through Saturdays, 12, 13 hours a day. So I do what I can. I do my lives because that's what connects me to the community. I try to get on other people's lives if I can. If it pops alive and I'm not, and it's like, I guess it's like a football game. I want to be there. If I miss it, I'm like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? I don't like to rewatch it because I'm not there. I'm not watching the football. I want to be in the moment. It's like, hey, baby, come here. I'm sorry. Like, nah, man. I ain't here to wait.
It's true. It's like it's the difference between watching the game at home on the TV or being in the stands cheering. It's like there's an element of energy being able to interact with everyone in the comments in the community and getting to whiffed off of the chat. Yeah, no, I totally get you. I agree. And the lives are such a unique thing. I'm kind of just discovering them myself. And you check out if you haven't already. Have you dropped your link yet in the chat?
No, fighting a cold. I'm sorry.
No worries at all. I just wanted to make sure because I'll drop your link then in the chat for everyone. But make sure to check out Bold Line, guys.
Have you checked out the coin? It's called Coinin' Around. Have you checked that channel yet? They do giveaways.
The one you shared
Coinin' Around, and they give away silvers and coins, all kinds of crazy stuff, man. Like it's amazing. Sunday and Wednesdays, I love them. Oh my gosh, they even rated me last week. I was like, wait, you're rating me? I've only been on your community for almost only a month. I'm not even got jack Great. No, it was awesome.
But see, that's the thing though. That's the reality is you engage with the community. You know, you're a part of the community. That's why people at Iron Antler, myself, like I'm so glad to have you on. Like that's why I say constantly in the lives, like anyone in this community, you reach out to me and you want to chat and you have something interesting you want to chat about, treasure hunting, this community, the topics related to that. You want to have something interesting to say?
His link in chat there.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. I was my ADHD was like bouncing all over from answering the questions. Sorry.
HDD, but my baby in the house. Okay, be chill, brother. Chill, brother.
Everyone, make sure to check out Bullline. He is going live all the time. In fact, I wish I had better service, more like reliable service, because I would just hop in and press the mute button and hang out and chat now and then in between drilling or grinding in the barn. Because it is you've got some really impressive lives. I'd love to actually get your thoughts on maybe we could get you to whip up something for Badger and friends and all of our lives, like little intro song maybe.
Oh, okay. I've already been asked by a new subscriber, Sherman's Farms. He wants me to do introduction video for his channel. So this is interesting. I didn't expect people to be like, what is this? I didn't expect that. I just, it's in the moment. So now that I got to think about it, and I'm like, Lord, this is going to be authentic. It's a challenge. It's good. Just, help me.
Hey, you got this, man. You got the vocals, you got the mind, you got the passion for it, then you can do it, man. Think, believe, actualize, or something. Some motivational phrase. Imagine I said it.
I'm still here.
I haven't done lives in a couple, not with like ants, but because of time management. I have things I need to take care of home, and I've been losing that prioritizing. You know what I mean? So I've been kind of less because I've got to take care of things, man. I'm 34 years old on my own, and I just do not want my parents and my family to. I know they love me, but man, you got to show yourself. You got to prove yourself. You do as well. So.
No, I feel you, man. There's that. No, I get you, man. There's that real life pressure of like having to have that.
Especially the oldest. I'm the oldest. What is that bigger, much more bigger pressure? You know, I got a big example for my siblings. It's like,
No, I gave up on being a good example as an older brother for my younger sister many years ago. I'm the black sheep. She's the one that's she's got it all figured out, man. Oh man.
Do we really have it ever figured out?
No, we don't. Even when I've been my most confident, I'm like, all right, what can I do next that's completely random? It's like I think that's why I think I love this community, and this is like the most perfect outlet for my insane amount of energy, but my constant need to be just searching for something. I need to be out and about looking for something. I don't know why. I used to think I needed to travel and travel. Like I love traveling. It's still part of it, but like I realized I was always searching for something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but like sometimes when I find something, this is the best way I can explain it. I'm searching constantly for something, but when I hold and I find something in my hand, and in that moment, for just a second, I feel like I've found it.
Yep.
And it's the same kind of feeling I find trickled in every now and then after I take the item that gave me that feeling and I clean it. And then I see it completely clean or like restored, or whatever. I don't know.
Wait until you get on the creek with me, Elijah.
It might have been the deepest analysis I've ever mentally thought about why I do this.
That's awesome, man. I appreciate your honesty. That's what people. Yeah, that's what people don't like about me. I'm being honest. I'm not exactly always opinionated, but I am so honest in me that I'm like, guys, you what you see is what you get, and I'm 34, and I'm not trying to get personal. I know you said keep the thing, but I'm trying to be honest with you, brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 34. Never had a real date. 34 years old, never. And then I never was called handsome or cute until I reached 28 years old. So it's shocking. And so to have all this attention, I'm sorry, I'm in shock. It's precious, but it's like, Lord, what are you doing? Are you really trying to heal my heart now after all these years of self-doubt, of unbelief, of finally found something I'm passionate about. You know, I mean, it was years ago when I started, but this finally a way that I can give to people, and I'm shocked that I can touch thousands of lives. And now my lives now go up to at least 100 views, at least now. I'm sorry, my
Dude,
lives, and I
that's incredible, man. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Dude, that's touching, man. That's incredible to hear, man. That's so incredible to hear. That's so awesome. And you know what it is it's you found a group of people that aren't looking at you for what they can get out of you or what you are face value, or just like that's the thing. This is a community that's like we all have an interest, a shared interest, a curiosity. We all are, no matter what we are, from diving with Scuba Steve, to scars, metal detecting, or prospecting, and we have all different types of channels, from hey, you guys prospecting to you even singing. Like at the end of the day, we're here telling stories, building community, and hanging out with really cool people.
Hello,
Speaking
Danny.
of people, hello, Danny Dip. Welcome aboard, man. Thanks for stopping in, brother.
Well, you know what's
awesome.
crazy? My mom got me out of myself because when I was 21, my younger sister, she got in my car 20 the next morning of my 21st birthday and died in a car wreck. So I gave up college. I gave up on everything. I barely survived. And I would sing in the shower, sing until 19 and a half years old. And sorry, I shouldn't do this. I know you don't want me to do. I'm just trying to open my heart to you
you're
guys.
good, dude. You're fine. You're fine, dude.
I'm not saying I don't cry, but generally I see
I'm just glad that the community was there to help you in any way through any emotional process at all, dude. You're good. I hope at some aspect there's some happy tears behind all of it too, or at the end of this. Yeah. Not the end of this, but you know what I mean? Like I hope that there's
right.
Just so you know, this community has been there for me for an incredible amount of things, and I can't imagine going through something like that, though. I can't imagine losing my sister.
And what made it worse was, the police officers came to the gate, and I was the one taking out the trash, so I had to go to my dad and wake him up. So it was my car, the whole the whole thing. But what really touched me again, thank God for parents, no matter how good or bad they are. I'm just saying for Mike. My mom says, you need to get out. You need to get out of your room, son. Get the heck out of here and go to college down the road. They're having a scholarship audition for $8,000 for singing in a choir. I'm like, Mom, what if I say so? No. She's like, exactly. What if they do say no? Dude, the range was amazing. And the lady said, here's $8,000. Now, I only got my general studies done, but I had 8 major musician ladies come in the room with the tongues hanging on. So, of course, my fame only lasted a week because, you're a newbie. And so everyone's like, oh, yeah, you messed up or whatever. But it lasted a week. And so it was just, I'm blessed that my mom got me out of that. And now, I've been singing.
Dude, that's the thing. It's those small steps. Like, look when you just took a step into the dark instead of just like, because I feel like I did the same thing. I had a situation in college in my previous relationship with both my friends and roommates, business partners, and even, girlfriend at the time, and so just the way things had went down and the way I was kind of done dirty, and like I was so hurt, so I reclused and just kind of shut down for like years, and then coinciding that with COVID and this and that, the next. But thankfully, because of COVID and because of the timing, I was able to meet Anastasia, who helped me work through a lot of the thoughts, and then I had someone. But what's really incredible is just how the minute that I said, fuck it, like the first time, and I know that's the second time, so I only get 2 per live, so forgive me this time. But like the second that I said, enough is enough, I'm going to be me again and be social. I'm a very social, outgoing person. Like I go to events, I do things. I can walk up to anyone and say hi. Like that's been my whole life. And then I went away from that for whatever reason. And just going to that Magnafishing meetup was the first time I went to any social event. And it was like, bam, just like that. And it's the power of just saying yes and doing something. It doesn't matter how good you do or what you do at it. The fact that you did it, that you just said yes and you went there. And right away, boom, look at that. You could, the minute I got there and I shook Rusty from the Rusty Magnus hand, because he walked right up to me like an OG and just made me go from so anxious to instantly excited and relaxed and felt like one of the crew. And I mean, it was like that. It was that kind of feeling. Like, and I'm sure you had a similar feeling of going super anxious, singing to the knowing you just crushed that, to then getting your $8,000 check. It's like that's the power of just saying, "Okay, I'm going to do it."
Yeah,
And like, it doesn't work
it's
out
open
every
door.
time.
I sang at nursing homes. I've sang at my job. I actually had my first audition ever for a $10,000 and for a major part in a concert. Of course, I sadly drank some lemon juice. Everyone, do not drink raw lemon juice. That destroyed my voice when I went on stage. But you know, I mean, it was precious to see 200 people clap. I mean, it wasn't many, but 200 people clapping and cheering me on was amazing. Because for me, it's not about you're a victim, you're hurt. Me, I hate to say this, I'm the other guy. I'm the guy who, out of maybe not meaning to hurt, okay, but offending people left and right everywhere I go because of things I said or did, and it's just how it is. It's life, adulthood. But thank God for my mom, my family, my dad, people here, and of course you guys now.
Yeah. No, amen. I mean, shout out, to the families. I mean, I wouldn't be here without my family giving me the strength to even come on these lives. You know what I mean?
Or mine dealing with all my trips and adventures and leaving her
Right.
home with the kids all the time. And
Right. And some weird long-haired cop dressing guy. Uh-oh.
he'll be back.
Yeah. And they got my weird cop looking butt coming over.
Yeah, but with the way that you do your magnet fishing and stuff like that, and some of the places you go, you kind of need that look.
Also, this is my brand. This is me, though. I'm a utilitarian, tactical cowboy, baby. Hey, he's back. Speaking of police, though, in regards of that, you know what happened last night on my way back from taking Ayou guys home from our little smelting mishap adventure on his live?
On Joe's life.
Or on Joe's live from Joe's Prospecting. Or sorry, from Golden Eagle Prospecting. So we're driving. I drop him off. I am no more than, you know, that part where you take a left right at that first stoplight on the way from your house out of leaving where you live, Charlie?
Yeah.
So right after you leave Charlie, there's a stoplight. And then there's about 1.1, 1.2 miles straight away, 30 mile an hour, whatever, small country town straight away before there's another stop and go light that I take a right. But it's all residential, like in downtown town area. And I didn't even know it was a cop behind me. I'm going like 25. And he pulls out, like, he was going to turn right. He was facing me. The car was going to turn right, and he's facing me. And then I let go. And then all of a sudden he changes blinker and does a huge turn to like purposely follow me. Like, okay. But I'm used to people kind of going out of their way to all say follow me and ride my butt for a super, super long time because they get really close to scan my QR code or like follow me on YouTube or my social media or like read my stuff on what I have there. So I'm accustomed to it. So I thought nothing of it. I was just like, okay, whatever. So I slowed down for them to try to like let them watch, read it. Cause I'm like, I'll snag me a sub. And then I'm like going and going. All of a sudden I'm like, oh, that looks like there's like a bunch of lights on there. Huh. Oh, there's that. All of a sudden, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm like, oh, so I'm like 5 blocks away from Charlie, pulled over. The cop pulls up. Turns out he's got a smile on his face already. Incredibly nice guy. Just wanted to let me know that the headlight that I replaced no more than 2 weeks ago is the same exact one as out. And I'm pretty sure it's the circuit because the little breaker or whatever keeps frying. Well, friggin' it burned out, and the cop pulls me over in regards to that. Well, of course, because it was late, me and Charlie were blacksmithing and smelting. I don't have my wallet on me at 9 p.m. on a Friday night. I didn't think to bring my wallet. It's all country road. He lives right by me. So I don't have my wallet. And the cop was so nice about it. And then he actually asked me a bit about what we do. And we got to talk about magnet fishing. He asked me a bit about there. And turns out he lives even closer to me than Charlie does. And I'm really hoping that he reaches out to me like he said he would about going out magnet fishing with us. So, because I have the best title in the world ready for my video. It is going to be cop pulls me over, but I take him magnet fishing instead.
Yes,
but he was an incredible guy, and he was such a nice police officer. And those are the kind of incredible and real interactions you can have if you're just like a genuine, forthright, and like,
Yeah.
I was, in I was all in the my legal, right and acting correctly. He was just notifying me of that. So for him to also not give me the Wisconsin, $50 ticket for not having my ID, he was very awesome cop. So shout out to the Outagamie County and
Wapaka County.
Oh, you're Wapaka County. That's right, Wapaka County Police Department. You guys are awesome. Hopefully, we can take you on magnet fishing soon.
That would be cool.
I love when Rusty
You gotta still, sorry, what'd you say?
I said I'm happy when Rusty and Danny Dip and Rusty and Madness have been able to take cops fishing, like magnet fish, like when they're just right there. It's like, dude, no, those are my best interactions. Oh,
did you see the video where I caught a grenade?
Yes, I think I did.
So if you are not the grenade one, not the grenade one. Sorry, it was the same location, but the day before, the video that came out at the same location, but like the day before, the cop came in when I found human remains, and the police officer came. I was able to get him to go magnet fishing a few times, and he actually caught something. It was so awesome. Yeah. The police officers, we have a really incredible relationship with a lot of the police officers, especially around the Fox Valley community here. And that really, started in part, shout out to the Rusty Magnets and Clay and Jen and just their rapport in general and how they handle police interactions with police and knowing their rights and also knowing just kind of when they're, where the limit really is and how to be a resource and a helpful asset to the police and local police, which kind of segues into the next thing I wanted to ask Rusty Magnet, because we had several different between the grenade I caught with them, then the possible pipe bomb we thought, and a few other explosives that I think he may have caught one time. But we've had several interactions together with local Fox Valley police. And we had talked, they had mentioned to him, and he had mentioned to me a few times, and we had talked a fair amount this previous magnet fishing season about doing a video and kind of educational series about what to do and how to identify if what you have may be an explosive, who to contact in your area, how to find those numbers, and when you're magnet fishing, like all that kind of stuff. So if you guys are interested in that kind of collab with me and the Rusty Magnet and Jen, let us know. And because I've been stockpiling, I reached out to my friend that has worked for the bomb squad and ballistics down in Milwaukee, and he's been putting together a bunch of like super legit looking information, stuff that is definitely federal government typed out section ... number associate. So we're gonna have some grade A nerd stuff to hash through there.
Number crunching.
Shout out again to the Iron Antler and the Rusty Magnets, because I am so excited to get back to magnet fishing and to break in the Simplex at the May Magnet Fishing Meetup. So excited. It is going to be an incredible time. We got Joker's Magnet is specifically going to be staying with me. We're going to be linking up with the whole community, and everyone else is all invited and welcome. If anyone has the information and can actually drop the information, Clay, I don't know if you're still live. You can drop all the dates and information into the chat. I'll be able to share that on there. If you guys are interested in coming, I am going to be doing several things I'm going to be gifting for Jen and Clay and Iron Antler for them to do at the giveaway that they're hosting there. I'm going to be making one of my signature magnet fishing find milk crates with the ammo things and the little rope rack. I'm going to be making a special limited edition one for whoever wins that day. It's going to be custom decaled as well on there for you. I will be doing the custom. It'll be a Badger Exploration one, but you'll get it. It'll be fun. And then I'm also going to be putting together for sure one of these vests. And if the company and contact that I've been speaking with on and off for the last month, if that does work out, hopefully I might even have access to more, but for sure we'll be doing one specialty made up with all the bells and whistles. Badger Exploration utility belt or chest mount, whatever. I got to figure out a good name. Yo, whoever finds the best name for this, you come up with a really, really great name, I'll get you an extra entry for the giveaway when I do the duck race for my vest online, which we need to get to 2,500 subs. So tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your family. We need 2,500 subs. And we got a magnet fishing or Kratos Magnetics kit giveaway. We're going to be doing stickers. We're going to be doing a special invite. So whoever does win is going to be invited on for a special collaboration live and chat. We're going to have a whole breakdown itinerary. So we'll have all different stuff planned for games and fun conversation, along with special prizes. Speaking of special prizes, if you guys have been following the lives, Charlie, do you want to explain the live system we've been doing the past week and a half?
There is a group of us, starting with Gold Eagle Prospecting, Jericho and Hercules, Scars Prospecting, Native Arizona Adventures, Badger Exploration, and myself that are doing a weekly stream. And in these streams, we are doing hashtag giveaways where half the population of chat goes in for a duck race at the end. And at the end, we pick first and last place of the duck race, and they go on for the end of the month giveaway. Now, in order to get an extra chance in on these end of the month giveaways, if you follow along and watch the hashtags, there's a few that are different than the rest of them. Now, if you take those words and put them together in a phrase and then email them to Jericho, your name gets entered in on a secondary race for a spot to get on that end of the month duck race or Wheel of Death or whichever we're doing for it. But there will be a first, second, and third place for this event. There will be some really awesome packages going out. We already have a bunch of gold, copper pours, silver rounds, even silver ingots that are going to be made by Scars Prospecting from his refining process. So it's going to be a lot of cool items that's going to be in for that.
Heck yeah, dude. I'm going to be giving away, I'll show you one of the items. This massive horseshoe found magnet fishing, and it's still got paint and a nail in it. So pretty fun. Along with the crystal here as well.
No, there will be a hashtag that comes up across the bottom of the screen. I'm going to hijack the...
Yeah, sorry, I'm actually typing it out for you.
There'll be a hashtag that comes across the bottom of the screen, as you can see down there. See how that one has the two little badgers? This is from last week's, our comment pickers. We have a new phrase this week, and as those come out, you'll have to put them together. But this one, instead of being all in order, you will get a sequence of words, and you have to put them together to make a sentence. It's easy. It's not super complicated. It's a really easy phrase. Once you get all the words, it'll pop out to you.
Yep. It will. It will. Yeah, you'll get. Yeah, it'll literally be one of those moments in the last day of the lives. You'll be like, you'll write it down. You'll be like, okay, cool. And Joker's Magnet, in regards to that, I typed it out there for you. But yeah, basically, if it'll be ongoing for the next until I get 2,500 subs, you'll get a shot to be. You can either DM me, Facebook message me, private message me. You can just don't do it in a random comment of one of my videos. It will not. I will see it and I will respond to it, but it will not be able to be. I can't start into my category system. So there's a shot that if you do it, I'll try to get it and be the best I can try my best, but it might get lost in the sauce if you do it that way. So private message
probably to email it to you.
What?
Best bet's probably to email it to you.
Yeah. Email it, badgerexploration13@gmail.com. You can private message me your ideas for it. I'll be even posting every week. I'm going to be posting on Mondays before my stream. I'm going to be posting a story to my Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube post with a poll attached there for you to type in your name suggestions. And whoever has the most unique name or the most Badger Exploration-esque style name for the adventure treasure hunter vest, you get an extra entry, and I'll even send you a sticker. Speaking of which, stickers are coming in 6 days.
Ooh, 6
They
days.
come on St. Patrick's Day. The luck of the Irish. I need to get like a big clover. I need to cut a clover out of. I'm gonna make a clover in the forge tomorrow. Paint it green, put it on my hat. You got anything you do special on St. Patrick's Day there, Bold Line?
I could just grab some of my 4-leaf clovers.
Live my life day by day. Live my life day by day.
What'd you say?
I said live my life day by day, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing that I have sacred is I do a Irish car bomb. Gotta.
Ooh.
Gotta.
You guys need to get World War II History Hunter, WW2 History Hunter, and Party Elks Community. This guy is a single dad with 2 teenagers, okay? And they do everything themselves. Nothing. Like just like you guys, Metafish alone, this guy, they do everything themselves. They do the research. They have found rare finds. They even have now a robot that goes under the ocean, finding rare airplanes and parts. His daughter found 4 complete World War I sniper shields on a hill German encampment. Man fishing, traveling. I mean, this guy, if y'all can get, he's got a robot. If y'all can get this guy.
And this is Kevin Klein?
No, it's World War II History Hunter. He's in Germany,
World
but
War II History Hunter. I'm gonna write that down.
So if you will find that guy and reach out to him and see if he can join y'all's community, man. I'm telling you, I've never seen anything authentic. He's not a politician. He's not. And again, finds rare finds. All the research he does himself, travel all himself.
So what is he known for? Like, what's his specialty?
He does all. Like again, he's been man fishing since he was a young man, going to places where they're about to tear down. Go
so
through everything.
Like a magnet fisher, but he's okay. Got you.
So again, magnet fisher, metal detecting, venture, treasure hunter, robot. Again, he has an actual robot that goes and picks things up in the ocean. And it's all by and it just
is it the one like with the robot drone with that one claw?
That I think you got connected to him, right? Is that I think that's the guy. Yeah, there's no one like him. I've never.
I almost bought one of those. I almost bought one of those, but unfortunately, the water by me that I'm searching is so it's so dark.
Yeah,
it would be.
Yeah, it's just so crazy that again, it's only him and his 2 kids. How do you, as a single dad, do this? And then if you join his oh my gosh, sorry on my brain right now. You share support. Like I only had to do was $2 a month to join, and behind the scenes crazy stuff. Crazy stuff that he would never show anyone else. Pictures, finds, stories. Like he went to a town and talked to order guy and said, "Oh, by the way, there's a box upstairs with stamps and envelopes." He gave it to him. So when he does a giveaway every week to his supporters, and you get his saying is World War II is everywhere, and that's true. He gives it back. World War II finds, and his son builds this little thing, and I can't tell you, it's just so beautiful, and he sends that in the mail to you and blesses you, and because you actually get a World War II piece of history in your hand that he himself found.
That's incredible. No, I agree with that though. That's incredible, and that I got to check him out. I'm interested to see how he goes about filming it all, because as someone that spent years of their life as a professional filmmaker and doing that for my work for years and years and years before I ever thought I could ever make money filming myself do magnet fishing or treasure hunting stuff.
Bro, it's
right in front of my face. Isn't that the reality? The fool is always the fool. Like you're just right in front of my face was the thing I should have been doing all along. Never knew. Like just silly. But
it's just crazy that he started as a young man, on his lunch break for an hour, just finding crazy finds. And his audio wasn't the best, his video wasn't the best, and now, bro, how? He needs to get to 1 million. I know I think he's at 300 subscribers, 300,000 subscribers, I think, now.
How many years has he been? How many years has he been?
Who does it all? Who does it all? Who does it all at the same time? Who does it all? Who does all the work himself? Who will actually militate with his son to find a rare airplane that crashed, okay, and go out the crowds and militate a whole stinking hill for hours to find the stinking rare airplane? Who does that? Like, come on, that's called commitment.
That's the obsession, baby. That's the obsession, though. It's like, I don't know if you saw my lives on New Year's. It was with the wind chill, it was negative 13, 15 degrees. Rusty and Jen were there. It was brutal out. And I was magnet fishing all the way into the dark, waiting for our trailer. And I mean, in total, I was live that day. And that's not even counting the amount of time that Jen and Clay were live, which they were live a ton of hours too. I was live 6 hours or 5.5 hours or something total. And that's out of the, like what, 16, 17 hour day. And it's like,
you guys were on there for a long time.
And that's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like there's something in you where all of a sudden, like, you're just doing it, man. Like, your body's like, all right, we don't hurt anymore. We don't need any type of complaint, nothing. It's just next throw. What's it going to be? All right, if I work this ridge, okay, if I do this, okay, where would if I was there this many years ago, where would I be? How would I navigate here to throw this in? If it was a larger object, smaller, why would it flow here? How would it? Okay, what kind of shea rock and what kind of buildup is on this river ledge? Is that going to show me? Okay, it's pushing this way, and then the elbow's down here, so then stuff's going to trickle and get caught here. Or like, it's all that stuff. It's just the dopamine release I get from all the processes of trying to find that tiny brief fraction of a moment where I find the thing I've always been looking for before it just slips back away into the river, because I swear to God, it's some type of essence. It's probably some type of
just like
Oh, that's cool.
That? Oh, the gold, eh? Dude.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, my dad's even really excited about the idea that there could be a potential, just the idea that there's potential to find gold in the creek that runs through our property, man. Because like I
want to get out. I want to get out there.
Section, dude. There's like a whole probably because there's a part it stretches it goes the longest. Our thing's a rectangle. Our property, 69 acres, is a rectangle, and it stretches from the back right corner. Like if this was our property, this is the right corner or whatever. It goes up the edge of our property, like probably a football field and a half. And then it does one of these. And it like, there's a ton of it in our property that we can just, and I know there's sections that I like have seen and like we saw that are open that have been collecting and like just fill up with sand, sediment, all this stuff. And they've rerouted like just a couple of years ago, all of these farm fields and ditches so now the thing is like actually a riverbed area. And this one section is just filled with all this sand, sediment, all sorts of colors. And I don't want to say for sure black, but because that means gold, but I want to,
we're going to go out and look. We're going to go out. We're going to go out and look.
Yeah, it's going to
be bringing the pans and the sluice and all that stuff with me. We'll
get a motor figured out. We'll buy some event once we make the video DIY one. We'll get a motor from like Amazon or something, and I'll just
set up the wash plant. Yeah.
I mean, we got the mule here anyway, so we have a vehicle where I can drive, fill it with buckets. It's like a pickup truck that goes all in the field. Fill that with buckets. I'll just fill that with 5-gallon pails full of dirt. Now, if you asked me to, when I was a kid to like, I shouldn't say that. My favorite hobby in the weekends was digging this massive hole. I just kept digging it deeper and deeper.
So he's a dog. So he's alpha dog. He's really a dog.
Yeah. Okay. This is not like people are like, you should clean your fingernails. I'm like, I've tried. This is just, they're permanent. It's like a tattoo.
How does a honey sweet Anastasia then, no offense? She's like, oh yes, I'm used to it. I love you. I would be most of like, heck man, I don't want that on my back, my shoulders. So dude, she really loves you, and that's precious, man. Like,
oh no, man, I know. I'm a fortunate man, and she picked a rough 120% going ADH having crazy treasure hunter kind of guy. I don't know why. The upsides to choosing me is like there's a 1 in a million shot that my life turns out to be epic. But then there's also the fact that I'll probably, that's 1 in a million. At the other end, I'm a 24-year-old kid that likes to pick up metal out of the water. All right, it's all about the light you shine me in, bud. It's like just recently, because of the history and that's where the spark and truth of it comes from me. Is I love the history community, all that kind of stuff, and the cleanup is incredible. But like,
that's why I need you guys to come down here, man.
See my family start to realize I'm not just like a scrapper who's like a, you know. Yeah. That was a
not
good.
Just the underdog. He's there, y'all. He has the facts. Okay.
Well, I learn them best I can. You know, whatever is believed to be fact and currently upheld by the Historical Society or any verified website. That's why you'll see when I have a lot of videos that don't have verified historical information. I just don't say anything about anything I don't know because, you know, and if I'm wrong, it's because I'm human. Happens. Yep. So
y'all need to come to Mars, man. Y'all, I know y'all way up there. I know y'all can't, but brother, like, I wish you would go back and watch like tours of the Lion Hood. That's why I call it in my neighborhood, bro. The oldest house is 1845, just a block down the road, dude. And it never been metal detected. I mean, even this down about 2 blocks was built in 1905, 1919 around there, and it was torn down in 1980s. But I've only seen one older man out there metal detect. That was years ago. I have not seen anything. So, dude, yeah, it's got a lot of history. Everyone that was captured on this side of the Mississippi was brought to here. What's that famous World War II? Oh, Ace, one of the famous African Americans. First, one of the guys came from here. So we have like one of the craziest stories, and I thought it was just a story I've been hearing gossip. So we finally built a museum in honor of our soldiers here in the county, and there it is. I've been hearing stories of the Japanese, of course, we've heard that go to Alaska, but I thought that Japanese didn't hit United States, like actual Texas. They did with a submarine and was captured and brought to my town. It was on the square, a submarine, Japanese submarine for 3 days. No lie, there's pictures in the museum. I'm like, oh my.
Wow. That's really incredible. It's like that see the same like goosebump shiver feeling you just had is the same thing or feeling I had when I spent a lot of time into the rabbit hole of the German U-boat that was discovered in the Great Lakes.
Oh.
Yo, you haven't heard of this?
I've maybe made this in my brain. So sorry, coach.
This is an interesting topic that I currently I've watched the Joe Rogan piece on it. I've researched and read what the Smithsonian has about it now because it's a fairly new development. Wow. So a lot of it was hearsay, and I'm waiting to see more and more what is and isn't hearsay. And to be honest, I haven't.
So the Germans got over here. That's nuts. If they actually got over here, we didn't know about it. Really, that's nuts.
Well, the thought was basically it was found obviously sunken, and not because someone sank it. I'm not sure the reason, or maybe they're not sure. The piece I read, and it's not a verified piece, so that's why I'm so hesitant to say it. It's not like a reputable source I trust. And the first piece that I read about it turned out to be complete bogus. And so then I saw it on Joe Rogan again, and they had a guy come on and talk about it. But it's interesting. So if anyone knows about it, share a link. But it's interesting. There's I mean, who knows, man? It's like, have you heard of that town? And there's a town, literally. It's to this day they have. It's nothing but ex-Nazis and Germans that fled and moved to Brazil. It's straight up that right now they have a German festival, and Brazil also has a town where all the from the Confederacy to this day they fly Confederate flags. They wear the Confederate grays. They have the Confederate festivals all in Brazil. It's insane. There's a whole Vice documentary. There's several documentaries. Netflix, all that stuff. It's insane. But it's like, and it exists, and they're all so proud of their heritage. My God. And what's crazy is it's a town. It's one town that is also, you're in what, like literally pre-Civil War era thinking, language, everything, mentality of the South in the middle of South America.
That's
nuts.
It's so weird. It's like insane that this stuff is like, and it's also crazy to me that we just like let Brazil do like everyone's just we're like, all right, we're just gonna let Brazil. I don't know. I guess we have to. I don't know. I don't know politics. It's just anyways, but that was a crazy historical fact that I found out on one of those deep benders. Historical benders.
The rabbit hole.
Oh my goodness. Speaking of that, I was researching for the for magnet fishing locations, and I kind of happened upon a bunch of this like database of all these bank-owned, foreclosed, or abandoned like condemned farms.
We should go exploring.
Right? And what's interesting about it is like I sent them an email and I didn't get a bot email or anyone rude. Like I'm actually speaking to a woman who's like just has to get like clearance because she's like everyone thinks to be fine. They just want to make sure no one's like there's not like they want to figure out to make sure they're not legally liable in any way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but if we get a waiver from them and sign it stating that we are willing to take that risk on our own behalf, knowing that they are not liable for any damages or injuries that we may result in exploring, or
the issue is it's per property though is depends on the bank. This bank happens to own a few of them within driving distance of us, but like by a few I mean less than 4. Like that are worth going to, you know. I mean, that would be something that we could go to that aren't like homes that are ready to be sold, like that. You know what I mean? Like they're not. I don't know.
Yeah, they're like dilapidated, falling down.
Yeah, like the barns along the way that we're going to be stopping at. I mean, that's another thing, and they're not sponsoring me yet. So you know, come on, Onyx, get on it. All right, that's ONX. I use them all the time. They're incredible because my dad actually put me onto them. The Onyx app, I just use the one for my state. You can get it actually for everywhere. And what it does, it downloads this amazing GPS map. You can do all sorts of custom pins to market for certain types of activities you may do at this location. You can add notes about them, color coded, add a little icons. And what's really, really nice, it shows exact current up to date that year information regarding property lines, where you can drive and where you can camp, where you can open camp, backcountry, where you can hike, all the information everywhere. Just at you just tap on the screen, the location, it tells you the rules of that coordinate. What's really nice about that is it also gives you the information of who owns what. So when you find an abandoned farm or abandoned dilapidated barn that's just clearly overgrown, no one's touched in years and years and years, you can find out who exactly owns that. And through that rabbit trail, I've been able to then, find contact information, reach out to them and get a hold of them, or figure out like one of the main ways I do it, and if I can and bypass it, is sometimes you have someone who owns it and they don't live anywhere near there, right? Or they don't have listed where they live. But sometimes when you pull it up, you can see, right across the street, they built a new house and they live on a property there. Or like just down the road, you'll see on the icon, oh, that's the same person, the same last name. So then you go and I just walk up to the door and friendly knock. And however, I don't dress like a cop when I approach them there. Pro tip.
No, you go with a more hippie, laid-back attitude approach.
What's up, man? I mean, it's a farm. I'm usually wearing my Carhartt overall and farm boots, and I just like, hey, I'm from around the area, and I just like to metal detect and look at old farm properties and old farm heritage, and you let me go metal detect and search around your property, and 9 out of 10 times they say yes.
That's what's so cool is the house, not behind me, but one of the older homes, actually is in the history, the American History Society, whatever. But there's a complete, it's sticking out of the ground. It's not under the ground. It's not really damaged. It's a complete rectangular piece of cement that the women in dresses would stand on to get in the carriages, in the 1800s. So the fact that it's standing there, not really any damages above the ground, I'm like, of course I already asked Leigh if I can metal detect, and I haven't been able to get over there, but I'm like, bro, I don't know if there's anything, but just knowing the history, bro, like from 1845 to 1902, the homes is just amazing.
I know, it's so incredible. Hey, you've seen that and found that thing. It reminds me of what me and Jen found in our magnet fishing Camp Magnet that we all put together last summer when I found the 1800s wagon, big old wooden and metal wagon wheel and sprocket. And then a little bit later, Jen from the same area pulls up what we know for sure is the leaf spring and step, the spring and step between the two wheels. So what was crazy is that spring still had some spring in its step, baby. That is cool. But yeah. And just to let us all know, here we're coming in our last 5 minutes for an hour and a half. We're doing for these special on Monday. We're going to be doing a little bit longer live. We're going to be pushing at least 2 hours. And if we got topics and stuff to keep going, we'll keep going. But tonight we'll be at around an hour and a half. And then I just want to say thank you all so much for hanging out tonight. We got 6 left in the chat, but I've seen a bunch of people. Citizens Magnet, what's up, Cole? How's it going, my guy? Cheers to you, my friend. Let's give me a ring after this. We'll have to catch up sometime tomorrow or tonight or whatever. We'll see what's up. But with everyone, I hope you all been doing well. It's been a pleasure having and bantering with you all here in the Badger Den. Charlie, it's a pleasure getting to take you out magnet fishing and putting you onto it, just like you've been putting me onto all sorts of prospecting. I'm looking forward to when we can actually build this
wash plant.
I know, right?
Oh, it's going to be epic. Like we've got an area that we can go out and check out and poke around with, put a pan in the creek, see if there's anything there, and then with that big wash plant, we can just sit there and shovel and shovel and
dude, right?
shovel and
dude,
run as much as we want.
Honestly, it's like it's gonna be perfect. I know with the mule, I'm gonna rig that puppy up. I think instead of just putting a bunch of buckets in the back, we could just build like a massive thing that like we just slided it because it's like a pickup truck bed on the back of that, and it has a part where it actually tips. So we could just put like a funnel piece that just slides onto the front.
Bring that wash plant right down by where we want to work, and
yeah, we could do that too. Perfect. Yeah, literally. Especially
since we have to get one of those garbage pumps that'll pump the water for us. That's all.
Yeah, that would be what's up, my guy.
Well, maybe next time since y'all it's going to shut down. Especially if I'm feeling better next time. Is there a way I can at least sing y'all one song next time? I would love to jam.
I would love that at all. I actually wanted that a lot. I just didn't ask because I know you were sick and I just didn't want to kind of pressure you at all.
You're awesome, dude. I'm just like falling asleep right now. So thank you.
No worries at all, man. No worries at all. We'll plan it out. And I want to get you on a live. Maybe we can get a Iron Antler, Rusty Magnet on and get a group of the OG Magnet Fishers on. Get you on there and have you sing. I'd love to have you. I know I talked about it a bunch with a bunch of people in the prospecting world, metal detecting world, but I'm sure a lot of the Magnet Fishers would agree. It'd be cool to have someone from the community make a fun little song for our lives, especially someone who's so active and well known in the live chats. So I appreciate.
I don't think I'm alive. I've only been to Iron Antlers, yours, like 4 other lives. So I don't understand why y'all say I'm in the community. I'm kind of shocked. Y'all think I am. I'm kind of shocked.
What do you mean? To be a part of that's what people don't understand. People act like there's all these rules or there's some type of criteria. Yeah. To be in a community is just 3 things, all right? You engage and comment, actively engage, where you're actually engaged in it. So you're commenting questions. You're really you're interested, It's not just superficial. And you're supporting the community and others, which means you're supporting others' excitement. Sometimes support means just being there or just being excited as well, or showing up some emojis or whatever. It's just that support. And then the third, really, to be in a community is just to show up, man. Just continuously show up. It's so easy. People put all these rules like, I need to be a treasure hunter, I need to be this, or I've found this, or do this, or whatever else. But at the end of the day, everyone that was here tonight, that engages whenever or whoever has been here since this live's been posted, whoever's seeing and watching this in real time now, thank you. It's been a pleasure. I'm so glad to have had you on, Bold Line. It was an honor to have you on. We've been trying to make this happen, so let's make it happen again. And let's get something planned out here, especially once things start to warm up. I'm gonna finally come out of that barn and that den.
I got a quick thing to toss in there. Just to say treasure hunting has to be about just like physical treasures and stuff like that. It's whatever you treasure. So you're hunting for that treasure. As long as you find it and you're happy, then you're treasure hunting.
Yep. And I found it in a voice. I didn't know I had one. And I mean, my mom has been playing piano and doing that. I've been part of dance. I did clogging when I was a little kid. I mean, but to actually know I had a voice, add a way to do it, express myself was shocking because I've been going to bed, waking up since at least 15 with music. I don't even know what's in me, man. When I freestyle, y'all don't get it. If I freestyle fun, y'all, it's authentic in the moment. I don't even think about it. It's just like, what's there? I don't know. So.
Heck yeah. Hey, straight from the soul, man. Hey, real recognizes real. And with that, everyone, we're going to call it a night. This is Badger Exploration, and you all need to check out everyone else in this live here. I just had to rethink my brain. Sorry. Make sure to check out and follow Bold Lion. Check him out in his lives. They're so much fun. They're awesome. I'm hoping to get on one of his lives this week, man. You let me know just a day in advance. You just shoot me a time in advance, and I can do it. I unfortunately live by a really kind of a planned out schedule when it comes to noon and after. And make sure to check out Harley from Ayou Guys Prospecting. You've been seeing a lot of me and him messing around from doing stuff at the Badger Den out by him or just on adventures all over this great state. You want to see more of that, guys? Make sure to hit that thumbs up, subscribe, like, comment. And once we get to 2,500 subs on my channel, we're going to be doing a huge, massive duck race giveaway. And I guess what else was it? Oh yeah, and make sure to check us out Monday when we kick off our stream series where we're going to be giving out all the hashtags for the group and our treasure hunting family. And if you get all the different hashtags and show up to all the lives, and you get the names and you get the hashtags and all that put together, you get yourself a chance to be entered in at the end of the month for the massive giveaway for things like that horseshoe and crystals and all sorts of funny goodies. So everyone, Badger Exploration. And we find things. See you Monday, 7:30.